What can I say except you're welcome?
Now the whole world can acknowledge me.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Miami the Great. I'm back. We're here on Talk It Up, and we're about to get into a couple things of what happened on Monday Night Raw. I hope you guys are having a great week. We're in Wednesday. We're a couple of the cards so far of what we heard. Knowing that Triple H wasn't there, I could kind of tell that you could tell that the show was really a slow show. One it might be, I say, from last week this week you could tell the difference from both of the two. When this Raw, shouts out to everyone who's coming in the live. I'll probably join here with CJ, but maybe not. I think X is that could by. I hope you guys, like I say, enjoyed it. Remember to follow us on X. That's Miami the Great 3645. Also follow the island page, the Island of DWE. So I hope you guys follow those pages. Give us a follow. And next week we'll have a different kind of outlay of the things that were going on. Shouts out to OG. What's up, man? I ain't never seen you come by. Shouts out to y'all. Thank you, man. OG, for stopping by. Let's see. Greg, shouts out to you, man. Trying to get a little time before CJ gets in here, but I guess he won't probably be stopping by. I guess his acted up on his end. But yeah, we'll get into some things. Like I say, thoughts about Raw. Go ahead and put it down in the comments. We'll make sure we put that up on the thing with you guys on the X side. So shouts out to you guys stopping by. Appreciate you guys, everyone who came through, coming by. We're just gonna roll along the links and stuff. What's going on? I don't know if CJ's not getting it or whatever. What's going on? But let's go ahead and get into some. We seen AJ Lee stopping by. Raw. I hope you guys. I sent the link. X is acting up. I don't know what's going on. Sam, you got it, man. I'm sending it to you on X. I don't send it to you about 5 times. Let's see. Let me send it to you again. Hold on, y'all. Give me a minute, man. I'm trying to give CJ this link to the stream guard. I don't know why it's not giving it to him, but we're gonna send it again. We'll figure out something. We'll figure out something. We'll, you know what I'm saying? But y'all guys, shots out. We're gonna start days ago. She said she did not like the AJ Lee um, promo from this Monday. So it was when I seen AJ Lee. I did like her coming out with the title on. I'm glad to have her back in WWE. I want to see how well she does. I know last week on Talk It Up, me and Final Boss Baby was talking about what kind of run what kind of run they will get with her. We'll have to wait and see what type of run we'll get when it comes down to AJ Lee and CM Punk. I'm pretty sure they're going to put CM Punk and AJ Lee together. I want to see what type of booking they would do. It looks like we're going to get AJ Lee and Becky for the IC title because I don't think they would have teased AJ Lee being with the what having the IC women's title on. So we'll have to wait and see how that will be set up. We finally got CJ. What's going on, CJ? We was talking about. I was just getting into the thing about AJ Lee and her return, her coming out IC title. I know. I was talking to Final Boss Baby. She was like, she really didn't like that promo from Ailey from this Monday. Do you think with her and Becky for the IC title?
Yeah. Thank you for having me on.
You hear me,
Obviously,
CJ?
yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Yeah, thank you for having me on.
Yeah, I hear you.
I don't know. I don't know what was going on with X. It wasn't loading up the StreamYard. So for me, like the promo wasn't. I don't know. I mean, it kind of was typical AJ Lee. Like she's usually really good on the mic, but I don't know. I think it was more of one of those situations where, you know, we already know what she came back for. Like she is signed for like 2 years or something like that. But ultimately, like it was just to try to lock in this match for Wrestlepalooza. I mean, I don't think it was terrible, but I mean, it definitely was not her best. I mean, in my opinion. I I think that
I don't think so. Oh no, go ahead, CJ. I thought you were done.
Oh, yeah. So I think ultimately, like, we're gonna get the tag match at WrestlePalooza, but like with her having the title and saying she was dancing around with it, she went to sleep with it and all that. I mean, we know like ultimately where this is going. Like, we're gonna get Becky and AJ for that IC title eventually. So, I mean, it was okay. I mean, it wasn't great, but it was okay.
Yeah, I mean, seeing her, like I say, mostly seeing her with the I really love from her. That I love that the visual with her just on. I did like the part where she was like, "Oh, I still have this on." That probably played into the character of whatever probably going to go with her and Becky. I think they're going to Nate's PLE, and I'm thinking that the next PLE is that I guess they're going to be Australia. It's supposed to be Crown Jewel, but it's going to be Australia this time. Have you even heard, or I haven't even heard what time it's going to come on yet?
Last thing that I heard about it is we're looking at probably like 6 or 7 a.m. like Eastern, or probably 7 a.m. Eastern, maybe 6 Central, something like that. It's gonna be super early. That was the last time I heard, but that was like a month ago. So like obviously it could have changed, but we know it's gonna be super early. I mean, it's gonna be in Australia, so. But I think ultimately like the tag match from Palooza, I think it will like culminate. I think it'll culminate in Becky versus AJ at Crown Jewel.
Yeah, I think so too, because it has to lead to there for our next match. So we'll see. Before we get to our next topic, let's go ahead and give a couple shouts out to some of the people that came in. Shouts out to my boy OG. He said, "What's up, man?" Thanks, Greg, for reposting the space. Shouts out to Kev. Thanks for reposting the space. Greg said, "What's up?" Lena said hi. So how you guys are doing? Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for reposting this space. We're going to get into the next topic, and this is going to kind of lead, I think, into our deep dive here on Talk It Up. AJ Styles and American Grande match. But did you get to see? I don't know if you got to see it, but there was a promo from AJ Styles, and from what I'm hearing, it seems like he was saying that some people don't want him in WWE. He seemed real frustrated. It came off Karen Cross S a little bit, and I was like, man, I know his contract is probably coming up, but you think do you think AJ Styles is probably leaving WWE and probably going somewhere else, or do you think that if he does quit, he's done? Because it seemed like he was a little frustrated before we get into the match.
Well, I mean, you're definitely right. Like his contract is coming up in like February 2026. Like, so possibly couldn't see him at Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania. So like just a few more months. I I it's so hard to tell what's a work and what's not anymore. With WWE, I still feel like they're gonna do the right thing by AJ and maybe put the Intercontinental title on him. I think he retires. I think when he leaves WWE, I think he retires. I don't see him going anywhere else. I mean, he could, but I don't know. I think Dom is going to end up winning that AAA championship Friday um, at Worlds Collide. And then for me, I think it makes sense to maybe have AJ at least win the Intercontinental Championship like before he goes. But I could definitely see him leaving in February. And I really think he retires, honestly.
Man, he did bring up Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows in the promo. So, and we all know they on the independent scene. So it was kind of strange he brought them up. It was in commercial. It's people still was filming. So I kind of was like, man, this is kind of coming off. And we all seen what happened when Karen Cross came out and had his promo. And they, from what we heard, he said that Triple H wasn't too happy about the promo they did at WrestleMania. So, But I liked this American Grande match. I was surprised they let him win. It was right after the promo that we didn't get to see. But AJ Styles did pick up the win. I'm not gonna lie to you, CJ. I thought American Grande was going to win this match, and I thought AJ Styles was going to lose, but they let AJ Styles win. You did have one of the Grandes come out. I don't know what they're calling them, but one of them tried to come out and do the distraction, and it didn't work. And AJ Styles did come up with the win. So, do you think this will still lead AJ to a IC another title match? Maybe after Dom picks up the AA title, maybe he drops it to AJ Styles. I thought it was Finn Balor, the one that was going to win this title from Dominic. But do you think plans have changed?
For me, it looks like plans have changed. I agree with you. I thought I thought the story was ultimately. I think maybe Liv getting hurt maybe shifted some stuff with the Judgment Day because obviously they brought Roxanne in. I mean, I still feel like maybe he gets involved at AAA, and maybe Dom doesn't win. I'm still gonna go with Dom winning at Worlds Collide. I still think we could possibly see AJ like maybe either if Dom don't win, like AJ's gonna cost him again, or he attacks him after the match. I, I don't think that I don't think that we're seeing the last of AJ versus Dom, especially for the Intercontinental Championship. So I do feel like AJ is going to get another title run, and I think he's going to be Dom because Dom's got plenty of time. Like, and they're not really doing anything with them right now with that titles besides AJ. So I think AJ is going to be the one to take the title off of Dom.
Yeah, I think you might be right. I do think maybe plans did change because of Liv. Um, Maybe Liv is not coming no time soon. They were like, well, okay, let's just put the title and give maybe Dominic another story. Um, I'm not gonna be surprised from CJ with AJ being back. See Punk and AJ Lee being a lot of mixed tag teams. That might be that second one after they get done with this Becky and Seth match. I won't be surprised they might do a Roxanne and Dominic match. But I do want them to put AJ Lee in a stretch by herself. And yeah, I do agree with you. I do think that AJ Styles will be probably the next guy to pick up the title from from Dominic, especially if he went. I'm hoping, and I was saying this with Greg and Reggie when they was on Talk It Up a couple weeks back, that if Dominic doesn't win this title, then I don't want him to go for it anymore. I mean, there's no point in him going for it. So I'm hoping that Rouse attacks him, and that's how we set up for the IC title match. But you got any last thoughts before we go to some of the comments?
I mean, I kind of agree with Greg. I do think that Dom's winning at Worlds Collide. Like I thought he was going to win last time. He's super over there. And he's kind of been like distancing himself from the Judgment Day, and they questioned him about it Monday. Like Finn and JD said, why are you still pulling around with Grande and all that? So yeah, like I
Yeah,
feel I do feel like
yeah,
ultimately we're gonna get Dom and AJ. Maybe Crown Jewel might be the spot for it. Where AJ finally wins the IC title. Um, and then we'll see what happens after that. So
yeah. we'll see how it goes down. Let's see. Let's say it's it's 7 a.m. Eastern time, so I don't know what she was saying.
Talking about Crown
Eastern,
Jewel.
7 Eastern time. Maybe I show.
Crown Jewel.
Oh, okay. I think she was. Oh, she was talking about the Peru match.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, look, if it's at 7 o'clock, guys, we will do one. I 4 o'clock again. I can't do 4 o'clock again.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I can't do that again. So thanks, wise woman, for ADT for saying that. She said hi, fellas. So hi to you. Greg said hi to the wise woman, and make sure you tell Money happy birthday. Today is her birthday, so we would like to wish her happy. We do want to wish her a happy birthday. Greg said he thinks that he will retain. I guess no, my bad. I guess he's talking about AJ Styles. My bad. He said he thinks AJ Styles will resign and get the championship after it. But Dom is going to be double champ. Yeah, I do agree with that, Greg. I think he'll be double champ first. Then he might, I think that to AJ, because they might want him down there in AA a little bit longer. We'll know. See. Lena says Cena will shock the world and win the IC championship and become the Grand Slam champ. And it'll be Cena versus Styles for one last time. Live. Man, that I'm not gonna lie. Cena did tease and drop that. It seemed like that most person he did want to fight before the run was over on CJ was AJ Styles. And we know the battles that AJ and Cena had. Now we do got Cena and Brock facing each other. We know great battle Cena had when they had especially when Cena had the United States Championship. I think they made that title really prestige. So those who going back and forth was great feuds when it came to AJ Styles and Cena. What you got any thoughts about maybe a Cena probably going for the CJ?
So I mean, I thought it was a possibility, but after Cena beat Logan Paul, he did that interview after the last PLE, and he kind of just threw it out there that he did the styles clash during the match to kind of pay tribute. Like he said that he did want that match, but I mean, even in the same interview, he did say like that match isn't going to happen. So like, I mean, Cena's going to be on Raw Monday, and plus he's working Wrestlepalooza. So like, we're gonna be down to like 5 dates after Wrestlepalooza, or maybe even 4. So I don't know. I don't think Cena and AJ is gonna happen. Unfortunately.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see what goes on with that. Let's go ahead and get to our say if I care. We had real Roxanne. I'm not Roxanne. Raquel and Valkyria facing each other. Think did Raquel win this match? I forgot who won the match. Yeah, Jesus Lord. But I think Raquel won the match. I mean, Raquel won the match, and I know also this kind of plays into Valkyria's character. You seen Bayley saying that in a promo, CJ, that she needed to apologize to Valkyria. And I found that kind of weird, but I was like, okay, are they going to team those two up, or are they going to have them feud? Because you still have Rock saying and Raquel still like they're sort of? Are you thinking that maybe Bayley's going to team with Valkyria, or they're going to be doing a one-on-one thing with each other?
It's tough to say. I don't really know what they're doing with Lyra right now. Because obviously she can't challenge Becky as long as she's the champion. AJ's back. I really feel like AJ is probably gonna take that title from Becky because I still think Becky's gonna win the Raw title eventually, the big title. But it's really hard to say because I mean she faced Raquel this week, and now she's gonna be facing Roxanne coming up this week. So it looks like she's stuck in that Judgment Day vortex, as we like to call it. I mean it's a possibility. There's something in the works with Bayley, obviously, with the character change. Um, Lyra's she's kind of in limbo out there. Feel like they don't have a whole lot creatively for her. So until this character development, sees its way all the way through with Bayley. I mean, could we see Bayley as I think she's gonna be part heel, part babyface, maybe. So I don't know. It's really tough to say. I thought Lyra was probably gonna be off of TV or not have a match until Bayley was done with all this vignettes and stuff that's going on with her. But she's facing Roxanne next week, so I mean maybe Bayley comes out there to try to help her, and Lyra don't go for it. I mean, eventually we're gonna get Lyra Bayley. I feel like still.
We'll have to see. We got a comment from Lou. He said that Lyra's in a tough predicament. So yeah, I mean, it seems like I didn't mind them how the way they booked her after she dropped the title. I was a little more interested in what may will go on with her and Bayley, and that's going to go into our next topic because we're going to see what's going on with Bayley. We're going to touch on that, but that's why I thought the match was going to go. But I'm not saying they're not booking her bad. It's just it seemed like they don't know what to do with her, or they maybe have some plans that we're not seeing, and we might don't be picking up some of the clues that we're seeing right now. So that could be a thing too. So we'll have to wait and see what's going on with her. But that takes us to our next topic, CJ, right here. What's going on? What you think is going on with Bayley? With all these promos going on, it seems like we're getting her and Theme Dome Bayley both having voices in her head. I don't know if this is going to be a tweener character. At first, I thought it was a heel character, but she already has done the heel character already, and it was for so long that do you think they might be changing it up and gonna go to maybe a tweener character for Bayley?
Yeah, I mean you make some good points. Obviously, I mean we have seen the heel Bayley, but during the vignettes, obviously we got one side is saying I need hugs, so it's kind of referring back to the huggers days, but then she's got that devilish side on her other shoulder. So I mean, I'm glad that they are doing something with Bayley because they left her out of WrestleMania. Becky took her spot at WrestleMania. Um, they never back to Elimination Chamber. I thought Bayley and Roxanne were gonna be was the WrestleMania match. They got away from that completely. Um,
Lena just said
yeah, just say that.
that.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy.
Lena was just saying that because Lena was just
Yeah,
saying what happened to the Bayley and Ross is dropping.
yeah,
That is true.
yeah.
I don't know what happened to Elena. That's
Triple
a
H.
great statement because it just seemed like I forgot about that. I ain't gonna lie till she just said it. I forgot about
Mhm.
that feud. I mean, maybe this Bayley tweener character would start because she did drop Becky name in one of her promos. Maybe this is like a revenge Bayley. She's gonna get away from damage control. Maybe this is one of those characters that's gonna take her fury out on everyone and get her revenge. My thing is this, CJ, is I'm really interested, and this might be crazy, and I'm spitballing here, but I have a feeling that there, if Bailey's already going to be a heel, right, or maybe a tweener, let's just say she's a tweener, and when Naomi comes back, are we going to get? Because we already know those two love fight each other. They have great chemistry with each other. Are they going to probably set up a match between Bailey and Naomi when she comes back? Because I'm trying to figure out who will be champ. I already got somebody in mind, CJ. And I'll give my thoughts and I'll let you go. But what you think about those ideas I just said? I throw out to you. Do you think Bailey will be the champ when Naomi comes back?
Um, I mean they could go back to that. It's kind of hard to try to say with the timetable on, you know, like as far as how long Naomi's going to be out. Like Becky was out 12 to 15 months, so um, I don't know. Like I saw on X where Naomi was kind of clapping at Rhea Ripley when she was in the ring with Big Jim when they were trying to come up with like a nickname for them two, like they have with Rhea and Jay. I mean, hopefully she can come back in 9 months. Like that'd be great. Um, I just I have a hard time believing with Rhea being Triple H's favorite that she's not gonna be that Rhea's not gonna be in a championship match in her home country in Australia. So like I don't know, it's tough to say. I'm hoping maybe Stephanie has the title. So because they were supposed to do Naomi and
Oh,
Stephanie
I
to begin
forgot.
with.
I forgot that.
So yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
hoping.
yeah. Cause I forgot about that. Cause I'm thinking, and I still think it's still too early. Even if you're gonna throw it on Stephanie, I want you to kind of give it the EO and Rhea a little break. Not saying they're not good in the ring, but we have done it so many times already that even if you throw EO, I mean, what we're gonna run it back at Crown Jewel in Australia, and I'm like, I mean, maybe you're gonna finally give her a win, but I really maybe that's how they skip over if they want to not do Stephanie and her, and maybe finally give her a win because they have been teasing that with Rhea too. But my thing is this: if they're gonna put, I think Stephanie's gonna win. Let's just get that out of the way. But I think Australia, I don't know who Stephanie takes on, but I think if Naomi, when about time she comes back, because hopefully we're still maybe doing, let's say they don't do the draft, let's just say they do something where like we're switching people over. I think some kind of way Bianca's going to have the title when Naomi comes back, and that's how they're going to finish off that little bit of feud, and maybe they're going to probably throw Jade back in there too. Because remember, I did see I did see someone, a fan post a picture of her. I don't know was it real. It looks like her hand has went down. But I'm really interested in this is a way you can get Bianca on Raw without even explaining because she's been missing so long that it'll probably take a people a couple minutes to realize she was on SmackDown. But Raw is so loaded already. You got AJ Lee, you got Roxanne, Liv when she comes back, but we don't necessarily have Becky. So SmackDown is going to need some ladies, but I wouldn't do that right away. But some kind of way they're going to have to start doing some mixing and matching real soon when they get down to whatever they want to do.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean it's been wild because they said that Bianca was cleared, but we haven't seen her on SmackDown. Um, I mean, I think you're on the right track. I mean,
She's
Tiffany's
been gone for a
undefeated in
minute.
2000.
She was gone for a minute.
Yeah, Tiffany's undefeated in 2025, and hasn't lost a PLE match. So like they're doing Tiffany and Jade, um, you know, um, on Friday. So yeah, I mean that could definitely do a
Yeah.
Bianca and they could definitely do a Bianca and Naomi when she come back. I love that idea.
Yeah, they'll definitely have to maybe revisit that when it comes to those two. Let me read the comment. I know we got one from Lena here. Let me see if I can get it up on the screen. Lena says Bailey's journey, Raw's journey is getting real battles. Ending is seeking retribution and embarrassment in a new chapter. Yeah, I think it's something's gonna go on with this Bailey's character. I think we have to see where we're gonna go with Bailey. I do like the voices though, but it's now got me thinking because you have both. You have the Ding Dong and the Hugger, and this I ain't gonna lie to you. See that I'm really interested on how she's gonna come out. Is she's gonna get new music, new gear, a new well? Right now, she doesn't have a new look, but maybe we'll get a new look and things like that. Any last thoughts?
No, I mean it's confusing what they're doing right now. Like it's really hard to tell. But I mean, I like your idea of Bianca, Naomi, and getting Jade back into the storyline because I don't think Jade's going to be the one to take the title off of Tiffany. I think that Triple H is going to make this a long run. So that's my thoughts.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I know last week we had got we started off with the Usos. They are back together. That's what Roman Reigns called. So I'm about to start calling the Bron. But you had the Bron come out. They did a promo on them, and we got the match set up for the Usos versus the Brons at Wrestlepalooza, which is a great match. And I ain't gonna lie, CJ, I automatically said, well, okay, they're putting the Usos back in the tag team, and I think the topic I have here is what's going on with Jay, and the reason I asked that is Jay's been sort of teasing a little heelish to me, CJ, and I want to hear your thoughts. Even Jimmy said, "Hey, you're talking like Roman," and I was like, "Well, they can't be breaking them up already. They just got back together." So I'm like, "Where are they going to go with this story with Jay and Jimmy?" So I'm like, "What are we doing?" And what's going on? So, what you think is going on with Jay, and how he's acting towards Jimmy? Is it something like bloodline maybe related, or just Jimmy wants to maybe turn him and his brother heel?
Uh, I think they're trying to throw WWE off. I mean, obviously they brought Jimmy over to Raw, because ultimately, like I think everybody needs to take into consideration that this stuff with the Vision is going to go all the way to War Games and all the way to WrestleMania. Um, I mean, I'm not gonna completely rule out a heel turn for Jay, but he is just so over right now. I just think that he's taking Roman's advice about just focusing on the family. And but I think just because people are like, oh well, he turned on, you know, he turned on LA Knight like he's going heel. I mean, he is acting a little strange, Roman esque, but I think he needs that little edge to him. Maybe the tweener, like Roman's still kind of a tweener himself. So for me, I think that I don't think they're splitting them
I was
up.
saying I did.
I think they're going. I think they're going to win the tag titles. Is what I think
Yeah, I was thinking
ultimately.
that too because I was like, maybe. Yeah, I was thinking that maybe. Um, I seen that too, but I don't know. CJ, it's weird because I don't know where they're gonna go with this story, but it's a good thing. It's one of those things that has me intrigued to say where we're gonna go with this Jimmy J. Not saying, and I know they're gonna have something to do with the vision because see, it seems like Jay's more upset about what the vision did to Roman, and um maybe it was something that Roman, the motivation speech that Roman said, and maybe that's why Jimmy's so fired up. I don't think Jimmy turned on LA Knight. I just think, hey, he hit him and he just said, hey, it is what it is. Because hey, LA Knight has been talking smack to Jay. I mean, so hey,
Hmm.
he deserves it. You was in the way. You got Spears. So I mean, you have been talking smack. So what you thought was going to happen?
Yeah, I
The
agree.
man already said don't say nothing about his family.
Hmm.
Um, I just don't. It seemed like to me we're probably finna go into a story with Jay and Jimmy. I know, not saying Roman's going to take too much of a backseat, but he's backseat just a little bit, and I think the shine is going to be on the Usos, and they're going to tell a story. What that story may be, I'm trying to put the pieces and clues together when it comes to Jimmy and Jay because, like I said, I was saying to myself, they can't be breaking them up better. And I was like, well, are they turning them into a heel group? Maybe, or is Jimmy going to still go after Seth for the world heavyweight title? Because I'm pretty sure Seth, like you said, I don't know who he will be facing. Maybe Roman Reigns. I was at first I had it where it was gonna probably be him and Punk, but the way things are going, they have done that match so much that I can be big fight feels. So that's why I think they're probably gonna go. But I don't know. It's got me interested, and it got me want to see where they're gonna go next with um Jay and Jimmy.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, any thoughts,
I
CJ?
yeah, I just I don't think that they're turning him. I don't think that they're turning Jay Hill. I think that he just Roman talked to him before the title match, and he said you can't worry about Punk, you can't worry about LA Knight, like you got to start worrying about yourself. You've done enough of the worrying about everybody else. Um, so like I just I don't know. I think they need to put the tag titles on the Usos because the Raw tag titles are just not relevant at this point. So for me, I think that's the direction that they're headed. They could have some good feuds with the New Day, like we know how classic matches they've had with them before. Um, Ultimately, I think this ends at WrestleMania. Either we get Roman Reigns versus Seth for the title, or if the division splits by then we get Bron and Seth. But I don't think they're going to split the division that soon. I think that would be
CJ, you there,
stupid.
CJ?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Try to some of the comments. We got Lena Dow. She said sending a message. I guess she was just saying Jay is just basically sending a message, not turning heel. Jay Uso keeps the bloodline legacy intent. Knight been hitting on a heel turn from his promos and match. Yeah, I do that. Now that's interesting to say, Lena, that LA Knight will be turning here. I think that might be good for LA Knight because he needs something fresh, something new. We haven't seen that yet. I'm not saying it's boring, but I think he does need it. It's time for him to mix it up, especially for a lot of different fans. When it comes to LA Knight, we probably will get that match again. Like you say, he is probably sending a message to LA Knight, so it'll be interesting on seeing where they're gonna go with that. You got any thoughts about?
Yeah, can you hear me now? Are you able to hear? Can you hear me?
Hope CJ hear me. You can hear me, CJ?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. So I think
Yeah,
that
I get you now. Yeah, you got any thoughts about the comment I just read?
yeah, I mean it makes sense. Like I mean, LA Knight, like it's time for a character change for him. You know, I don't think they're gonna put the title on him or anything like that, but I do think that it makes sense for um LA Knight to turn. I don't think Jay's turning. Like I said, I think they need to put the tag titles on the Usos. Let them have let them elevate those Raw tag titles because they're crap right now. They're not doing anything with them. So as you can see, like the rest of the
Yeah. Well,
SmackDown tag titles are
if
great.
not them, I was saying the Brons.
I mean, you could do that as well. I mean, you could, and have the
Yeah,
vision.
they got them butt tag teams over there too.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that and have the vision, like, have all the titles. They have reported, obviously, like they're trying to build this vision up to look like the old bloodline, like to be dominant and have all these titles. Becky's in there with a championship, Seth. So I mean, they could put the titles on the Bron, but if they do, then that's great matches for Jay and Jimmy to feud with them. Ultimately, like I said, I think this ends at WrestleMania with Roman and Seth. If it's not Roman Seth, maybe if Braun does turn on Seth by then, I could see Braun and Seth. But they've been keeping Roman and Seth away from each other a lot. It seems like they haven't been.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It just seems a little odd to me. So I think it ends with Roman and Seth at WrestleMania.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Let's go to the next comment. Um, Greg said, "Hey, he thinks that the titles may switch brands. I guess he's saying the undisputed title and maybe the world heavyweight title. That might be. I feel like yeah, they need to. Not saying Seth and them might do need a freshen up, but I feel like I'm so if they put all the titles on them, and especially if they go to SmackDown, automatically people gonna say, okay, this is nothing but they're trying to do the bloodline thing. So if they're going to take them to SmackDown, that's if not AJ Lee doesn't beat her. Because like I say, I feel like if they're going to do an AJ Lee and Becky feud, I think AJ Lee will win the title. Maybe that's how they keep the IC title on Raw. Um, Kudos to Becky for doing what she's been doing, far as when it comes down to the IC title, because now we want so many people to like say, okay, well this person may can beat you, this person may can beat you. I would like to see this person win the IC title when they get a chance. CJ, any thoughts about you thinking that you want to see the title? You want to see any title go to a different brand?
Um, I think they're gonna have a draft. I really do with this ESPN deal. I just don't. I think they're gonna make this so big and like a big spectacle. I'd like to see a lot of the titles switch brands. I think we need new feuds. And I think that I think at the end of the day, like we need new storylines. So yeah, like I'm all for that. I don't think and I don't think Seth and Cody switch brands though. But what I'd like to see is maybe move Gunther from Raw to SmackDown because Cody needs new opponents over there. I mean, he's got Drew, but who's going to be after that? Like, you know,
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a good question because we'll have to see. Because I said the same thing too. Because I think he's almost done with his part of filming, and I think
mm,
they're probably going to probably set up Randy versus Drew. Even if he
yep.
comes back, okay, we're going to probably get Cody versus Drew. What's after that? So I think a lot of people are going to need some freshen up. You got Jade, Cody. I ain't gonna lie to you, CJ. Even Drew. We got to get some people here. Hopefully, if they do the draft, CJ, mix it up with a couple of TNA people. Mix it up with a couple of your AA guys. Put some of that in there to make it be interesting, so we can see where is it going to go for both people. I think that would be more interesting. More interesting if we get to see that. Let me go to the comments. I think we got a new comment. Grant said, "I'm giving Jimmy and Jay a fresh new face for the tag team. I could see them holding the SmackDown titles if the brand switch does happen with the ESPN deal." Yeah, I think you're saying that because I do like the designs. Once they first made the SmackDown tag team title designs, those were my favorite designs because it's old school, look design. So I think that was one of the designs I really really love um, from SmackDown. But yeah, I feel like they gotta put Jimmy and Jay in a tag team, and they start winning the title. That the Raw tag team, man, I don't know what's going on. I mean, SmackDown is good, but we need something for Raw. I thought we was gonna put the titles on the Bron. I won't still be surprised if the Brons go forward. But the Usos did say on their X that the Street Profits was better than the New Day. We all know those New Days and that Uso rivals are classes, but I don't think the New Day still got that old dog in them. CJ, that's just my dog. I don't think they got it unless the Usos can pull it out of them. I mean, I don't know,
I
but we'll
think
have to see. Any thoughts on that, CJ?
I agree with you. I think they can pull it out of them. And then back to the Cody thing for a second. Triple H was on Pat McAfee. He also said that he said it on several different shows. Cody Rhodes will be at Wrestlepalooza, so I fully expect him to show up Friday. I don't think I think it's absolutely
He
stupid
said
that
you said
I think it's so dumb if they do Cody Drew on a 1 week build. So my thoughts is maybe he shows up Friday, um, and then they do Randy Drew at Palooza, and maybe Cody ends up costing Randy inadvertently, and then we got Randy and Drew coming after Cody. Because, like I said, after Cody and Drew, Cody's not dropping the title right now. We all know that. So, like, who's next for Cody? But I would 100% expect to see Cody Rhodes Friday, and Triple H made a big announcement like Cody is going to be at Palooza. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Yeah. Let's go to our next topic. We had Asuka. She did defeat Nikki Bella. I think you said Nikki Bella's probably going to try to do full time, so that's
Mm-hmm.
great. That's great for her. Um, you think they're going to just may do Nikki Bella just a few runs here and there? She has been going for a lot of titles, but do you think now she's out the title picture, she's just going to do a few feuds with different women that she wants to face from here on out? She's not going to go for another title, CJ?
I mean, it was announced today by WWE that she was. I mean, she talked about it on her podcast with her sister. I mean, everybody thought she was just coming in for like a couple of matches. Obviously, Bree's having some difficulties getting over to back to WWE because of the Bryan Danielson ties with AEW. But she is now officially on the Raw roster. So she is back full time. I mean, she's had a Intercontinental Championship match with Becky. She lost to Asuka Monday. Pretty decent match, I felt like. I don't
Yeah.
think she's done. I don't think she's done with. I think she's gonna get another title match. I think she wants to face or prove to herself that she can go with these younger the younger talent, as well as like the Rias and the Oscars and the Beckys and all that. I could see her possibly winning an Intercontinental title before she hangs it up, but I think she's gonna be heavily involved for a while.
Yeah, I don't know because I think they're gonna probably give a little run for a while because and I know a lot of people was upset about her match with her and a while ago, the last PLE. I was surprised Asuka won. They have really been seeming like they want to push Asuka again. Do you think that we'll probably possibly see Asuka back on top? Maybe Asuka could be the one when Naomi comes back, have the title. I would love to see those two because we all knew about those Naomi and Asuka feuds. So that would be crazy because you already see how Asuka is with Kyrie Sane and doing all the screaming and come on. And it seems like she's being controller of her. So seeing that and probably maybe Naomi comes back and maybe facing Asuka will be probably pretty cool. But I was quite surprised about Asuka winning this fight. I thought they was going to give it to Nikki to just try to give her a couple wins and see where we was going to go from that. But you had any thoughts about Asuka winning this match, CJ?
I mean, they're building Asuka up. I mean, we can obviously see like I think it's weird because like the Kabuki Warriors have always been like together, but Kyrie Sane looks like she's super torn. Asuka's playing the heelish, like she's going like she's already healed, but she's not healed. You get what I mean? Like, um, ultimately, I think Asuka's going to be the reason that Io Sky doesn't win the title at Wrestlepalooza. I think we're going to get an Asuka Io feud. I think we're going to get an Asuka Rhea. I mean, it made sense for Asuka to win. Like, you don't want to be building her to be a turning heel into a big heel character, and then have turn around and have Nikki beat her. But I think making the match good and making it believable. I thought the match was fine. And I felt like it was the right result.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that match. Now I want to get a couple of your thoughts about I know you're going to do a prediction show. I know a couple matches I did want to go to because we did get a few matches announced. I know you said something about Triple H. He was saying that he wasn't there Monday, and that's why the contract signing didn't happen. Do you think they make that up on this coming following Monday, where they do the contract signing? Did you find that kind of weird that they didn't do it this Monday with Stephanie Valkyria and Io Sky, the contract signing, or is it just because Triple H wasn't there?
I mean, Triple H did say like when he went on his trip, with Stephanie that like he does, he even tells the wrestlers like, Vince never used to do this, but take a little bit of time off to be with your family. Like he went on the trip. You could saw him out on the boat with Stephanie. He said he wants to be able to be present for some of his daughter's football games and his kids, like all of his kids' activities, because like you you miss so much doing what he does. I think honestly maybe he wasn't there because Stephanie was on NXT last night. So I mean, what was she doing on NXT and them not do a contract sign on Monday? I think it happens this Monday. The match is gonna happen. And I feel bad for EO, but I think
Maria now
Stephanie.
too, and Tiffany was on that too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So they setting up the NXT homecoming. So but yeah, I I think it'll happen this Monday. I think Triple H could be telling the truth. Maybe he wasn't there.
Yeah, let's go to a few comments. We got some at the bottom. What's going on with Steph and the Vision stays on Raw because they have multiple feuds going on and Punk J and Usos. So yeah, I mean you can probably keep them on there. That if the draft, it's gonna be really interesting on how to do it because we need something fresh. I'm not gonna lie to you on both ends, SmackDown and Raw. Greg, I'm not gonna lie to you. So we'll have to wait and see. um, Lena has a question for us. Lena said, "Do you guys think that the Cooper with the women's championship?" I'm not gonna lie to you, Lena. The way they've been seeming like they've been pushy Asuka, I would not be surprised to give her a single run. I would not be surprised if it comes out and they give her a single run. It would not Charlotte and Alexa, even though Charlotte Alexa has been doing like single stuff, but they have been telling a story finally with the tag team titles for once. I think it's been a while since we've seen the tag team women actually be in a story for in something to do with the title. So I mean, hey, thank God for that. But I wouldn't mind seeing the Kabuki Warriors go against Charlotte. I know. I think somebody on NXT won a chance to go for the title too, if I'm not mistaken. So that would be cool to see too. That the young ladies that won this Tuesday on NXT, so they're gonna go for the title too on NXT. Greg also said that match will happen with Stephanie and Rhea and Stephanie, Rhea, Tiffany was they was promoting for yeah NXT Homecoming, which CJ said that will be one of their biggest shows. They're going back to Full Sail. Am I correct, CJ?
Mm-hmm. Yep, they're going back to Full Sail. Tuesday. It'll be coming up
I
Tuesday.
don't know. CJ, hear me? You hear me, CJ?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, this coming Tuesday.
Yeah,
Okay, because I ain't World Collide is this Saturday. Am I correct? Or when
Friday.
is the Worlds
Friday.
Collide PLE?
It's Friday after SmackDown. It's gonna be Friday. Worlds Collide
it's
will
gonna
be
be Friday.
yeah.
Okay, so
Worlds Worlds Collide Friday. They're going back to Full Sail for NXT Homecoming on Tuesday, and then NXT No Mercy is going to be in Florida on September 27th, the weekend after Wrestlepalooza.
okay. Yeah, yeah, we'll have to see what's gonna go on there with that. Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch facing each other at Wrestlepalooza. This is gonna be a bunch of shenanigans. I think Punk and Lee will win this match. I'm between those two. What's your thoughts on if you think something's gonna come out when this match happens?
It's gonna be
Early
wild.
prediction, even though we might do predictions again.
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna be
Yeah,
doing predictions.
because we still got one more Monday, and I know we're gonna. Yeah, we're gonna join. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna join you on predictions, but we're kind of early in it. We still have Friday and Monday, and that can really tell us like where they're gonna go. So that's why we might do it again. We're gonna really go over all the matches. I'm not gonna go over all the matches. I'm just gonna hit some of the matches that I feel like stood out to me, which is only gonna be two matches before we wind down. But I feel like this Punk and AJ Lee match is going to be one of those matches. I'm hoping they're co-main eventing, CJ, because I'm from what I'm hearing, they said Cena and Brock are going to main event. Am I correct?
Yep, yep. So Brock and Cena is main eventing. I was shocked by that. I honestly thought that Punk and AJ and Seth and Becky would main event. So maybe they do co-main event it, like you said, and have that match before. Um, if I'm gonna give a prediction today, I would say we're gonna do it like next week. But I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick Punk and AJ today, but we'll see how it transpires over like because they're all gonna be on Raw
Yeah,
Monday. I don't
yeah,
know if they're gonna be on SmackDown or not, but we're gonna see them at least once or twice again before Palooza. So
yeah. We'll see. And also like I say, the Usos with the Brons. I'm not gonna lie to you, Brons gonna win because of this, but maybe this match once they lose it, they'll try to start getting on the same page. I think the Brons will win this fight. For right now, my pick might change once I get on your show to do predictions because right now I think the way they're doing it, it seems like Jimmy and Jay are not just yet on the same page. I think they're telling a story, and I think once they lose this match, we'll go into our Nate's chapter with them if they are going to lose. I think they're going to tell us like, hey, this is where maybe the story is going to go after this. You got any thoughts on that, CJ?
yeah, I think I agree. I think that's why I said like I feel like Punk and Lee may win because then we get AJ and Becky at Crown Jewel. That's where I think they're going with it. Hopefully, I hope Seth and Becky don't win, but we'll see.
Yeah. Any thoughts about the Usos and the Brons facing each
Oh,
other?
okay. I'm sorry. You cut out for a second. Um, I man, that's tough. That's a tough call. I'm gonna pick like as of right now. I think Jay and Jimmy win. Um, I think Jay's little edge to his character. I know like the vision,
Really?
like yeah. I think I'm gonna go with Jay and Jimmy as of today. We'll see how things progress over the next week and a half. But as of today, with Jay with that edge, unless Jay just turns on Jimmy, then and joins Seth and them, which would be that would be the biggest swerve in history. Then Bron and them would win, but I'm gonna go with Jimmy and Jay, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Like I say, I ain't gonna go into all the matches because we're gonna do that on your prediction show next week. For all that, like I say, if I wanted to grade Raw, because usually we grade Raw here on Talk It Up before we get up out of here. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. CJ, it wasn't one of the best, but according to Triple H, he said he wasn't there. It wasn't bad, it wasn't good. So it was in the middle for me. So I do give it a 5 out of 10. You got any last thoughts about what's going on Raw? Raw, CJ?
Um, I'm gonna probably go with you, probably about a 5.5 or 6. I think they need to amp it up this week though. It's gonna be the go home Raw to Palooza, so Triple H is gonna be back. I expect to see a lot better Raw. Like now, last SmackDown was like a 8 or a 9. It felt like a PLE type. So I'm expecting Raw
Yeah, yeah,
to shape. Yeah,
yeah.
so I'm hoping this coming up Raw, that they have advertised AJ Lee in them, and Seth. They're gonna have a face to face. So I think I got faith that this coming up Raw is gonna be a lot better. But I'm gonna give it a 5.
Okay. Um, yeah, like I say, we'll have to see. Um, thanks for joining me on Talk It Up, CJ. If you want to go ahead and give the people that we go ahead and give that to them now, and then I'll give my last thoughts about on Talk It Up. But go ahead, CJ. Let people know where they can find you.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you guys. Obviously, bring me into DWE. Means a lot. Glad I feel welcomed with open arms. Glad to be a part of you with you guys. Obviously, you can find me on X at EVPCJP. Instagram, same handle at EVPCJP. Most importantly, my YouTube channel is at the EVP show, in all uppercase. So, me and Miami got some stuff working over there as well as, with the NFL recap that we're doing weekly. I'm going to go back next week to doing my Raw recap and my NXT recap. And then obviously we're going to do a prediction show, I think Thursday up on Palooza. And then I'll also be doing a recap of the PLE. So a lot going on my channel next week. So hopefully you guys can come tune in, and thank you, Miami, for having me on. And I'm sure it won't be the last time for sure.
Nah, it definitely won't, man. I appreciate you coming, man. Um, Shouts out to everyone who came in on especially on the YouTube side, or you if you're on tuning in on X on the either on the island page or on my page. Shouts out to all of you guys coming through. Thanks to the EVP for coming by. Have you today? I might be doing a DWE radio this weekend. Yes, it will be returning. If you do not know what that is, you've been missing out. We all the first episode for Apple and Spotify, but not the first episode for X. But that is so. If you guys want to stop by and check out DWE Radio, go ahead. You see it down at the bottom where you see my handle is Miami the Great 645. I'm always usually here with my co-host, Final Boss Baby. That's two B's, CFO. If you do not see her, you might see me by myself. We are putting out a lot of more content. I put out 3 videos back to back. So guys, y'all have quite a few videos. But if you do not see me on YouTube, I'm most likely on X doing a space for DWE. So you guys go ahead and give myself a follow, and also follow our beautiful island page. That's the Island of DWE. If you want to join a community of wrestling, talk about sports inside the chat, go ahead and follow that. DM us and say, hey, I want to be a part of the island. We're always looking for new members. We're trying to grow our family for once. So that is something that we're going to probably start doing, expanding. I'm thank you, CJ, for joining us. Now we have sports added to the Talk It Up umbrella. So if you guys want to watch the sports or watch recaps, he will be doing the recaps. But if you want to get a deep dive, come to Talk It Up and listen to the deep dive. You never know, you will see. We had the director, DW Reg and Greg on the show one time, and now we had CJ. CJ has came twice, but this time he's with us. So thanks for that. And hey, we had to return to Final Boss Baby because he has been missing. But like I say, if you do not see nobody, you will guarantee to see me. Remember to go to Double Energy, put in our promo code Talk It Up Wrestling, and you will get 10% off on anything that's energy over there. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube. We are at 600 and something subscribers. So shouts out to people. I guess the more content I've been putting out, the more subscribers I've been getting. We've been getting great views over there. Once I drop this, right when this ends, I will drop the shorts for me and CJ. So y'all guys check it out. I do drop the shorts the same day, so you will see the shorts with me and CJ from today's show, episode 15. We have something close to, it will maybe be a brand new inning for episode 20. When I in my show. But if we get to 8,000 subscribers, I will put it out early and show y'all our new inning for Talk It Up. I designed it myself. I made it myself. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to love it. Someone loves the inning now, and I was like, man, I don't want to change it. But we'll see. We might drop it. I might wait till we get to 1,000 subscribers and drop it because we're so far from that. So that give it time for y'all to get used to the end of the one we got now. Like I say, once again, thank you, CJ, for coming out and joining us. Thanks to everyone who came by. Like I said, I know Kev reshared the space. Greg, OG stopped by. That was a shock. Lena and Greg are always here, so they are always big supporters of Talk It Up. So thank you guys for stopping by. We'll see you guys. If you don't see me another Talk It Up this week, you will see one definitely next week. It will put you on notification of when the next Talk It Up will be. Other than that, we'll catch you guys.